Well, for months now, we have been showing you some of the problems facing transit users around the Greater Victoria region, but no one feels it more so than students at the University of Victoria, who still say that the lack of service is making them late for their classes and that their education is suffering as a result. BC Transit says it wants to make things better, but can't, because there's a big obstacle in the road. CTV's Louise Hartland has the story.
It is a problem going nowhere fast. Students who collectively pay $5 million a year into Greater Victoria's transit system through the UPass program are being left at the curb.
Students are getting passed up on their way to work or school, which means because the buses are full, they drive right past you. And so students are being late for class or not making class at all.
BC Transit says it has a solution, but there's a big hurdle in the way.
We can't possibly put any more buses in that peak time because of the limitations of our availability for exchanges here on Ring Road and at Finnerty. We need to have greater capacity.
Transit says either the Finnerty exchange needs to be expanded or another bus loop should be added. There are 14 bus stalls on campus right now, but BC Transit says that number needs to increase to 30 to properly handle the number of students traveling to and from UVic every day. Together with UVic, BC Transit says it has identified 4 possible options to get more buses rolling onto campus. The first, expanding the current exchange to include the area across the road in front of the Student Union building, the original bus loop on campus. The grassy area on the opposite side of the sub is also being considered for a new loop. The other options, using parking lot 2 beside the bookstore, or parking lot 4 beside Centennial Stadium, which could include plans for a new parkade.
Now, if we went with either of those parking lot options, we could talk about multi-use, so having the transit exchange below with 30 bays and with parking lots above.
The Director of Campus Planning and Sustainability says UVic will look at the 4 options in more detail.
That would allow us then to with that information, go forward as part of a campus plan review that's scheduled for 2014 to look at how those transit needs fit with our overall campus planning into the future.
Proposal is for 2014, but shovels in the ground 2016, which is why UVic and Transit right now are looking at interim measures with the possibility of adding a 3rd exchange here on Ring Road.
Students here say those interim plans need to happen now. The first steps towards a solution that can't wait any longer. Louise Hartland, CTV News, UVic.